In this series, we're going to be covering object-oriented Python. So Justin, what exactly is object-oriented Python, and what are we going to be covering?
So Vaughn, object-oriented Python is a particular take on object-oriented programming. So we're going to start by looking at object-oriented programming from a very high level, like abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism, and inheritance. But then we're going to take a look at how those ideas play into the Python language themselves, and particularly look at classes, multiple inheritance, single inheritance, how to use those classes, and then what that all entails.
Okay, so that's a good big picture that we're going with. What about the specifics? What are we really going to be diving into?
So as far as specifics for Python, after we cover the object-oriented programming principles, we're going to take a look at Python. How do I create a class, right? How do I start? What are methods? How do I add methods to classes? And in particular, we're going to pay close attention on being Pythonic. So if we give our class to someone else that writes Python, they'll go, oh yeah, this is Python code, and it looks Pythonic. And then we're going to illustrate the nuanced differences between the different inheritance models of Python, right? What about single inheritance, which is available in a great deal of object-oriented languages, but also Python provides multiple inheritance. And as a kind of a juxtaposition to that, how can we not use multiple inheritance, because it does have its issues, and use composition instead? And then the grand finale, we're going to start building a text-based adventure game employing these object-oriented principles and building these Python classes to, well, play a game and see how that kind of burgeons forth.
All right, so what should we know before starting this series? What do you assume people out there should know before watching anything? And what's our ultimate goal?
So Vaughn, as far as who's this course, this series concerned, right, who's actually going to benefit most, if you've been programming in Python before, you know a little bit about the language, you know how for loop and a while loop works, you know how to construct like integers and floats and various object strings, this is probably going to be a good way to level up your skills. However, if you've never programmed in Python before, or maybe you've touched in it, you've seen it, this may be a little beyond what you're comfortable with. With that said, it never hurts to check things out. So the ultimate goal is to level up your Python skills, but unfortunately there is not a certification at the end as some of our other technology avenues take us. It's just about getting better. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, definitely check this out, and we'll see you there.